Today, I'm leaving Morocco and heading to Ireland. Every trip starts with a simple decision. Should I stay where I am or go see what's waiting for me somewhere else? A flight of around 4 hours, a new airport, a new atmosphere, and a chance to explore Dublin Airport for the very first time. If you've never been there before, don't worry. We're discovering it together. It's midday here at the airport, one of the best times to travel. No early morning struggle, no midnight zombie mode. Just enough time to enjoy the journey. As we begin our descent, Ireland slowly appears below. Green fields, small roads, and the famous Irish weather waiting to greet us. Welcome to Dublin. The flight to Dublin usually takes around 3 to 4 hours. Enough time for a nap, a movie, or watching dramatically out of the window, pretending you're the main character. Flying is still one of the strangest things humans have ever achieved. A giant metal machine carrying hundreds of people through the sky. And somehow we all act like it's completely normal. Today's flight was with Ryanair. Love it or hate it, Ryanair has become one of Europe's most recognizable airlines. And for millions of travelers, it's often the cheapest way to discover a new country. One thing about Ryanair passengers: the second boarding starts, everyone suddenly becomes an Olympic sprinter. Nobody wants to be last in line, even though we're all getting on the same plane. Today, I left Morocco for a journey that's going to take me very far from home. But this time, I'm keeping my final destination a secret. All I can tell you right now is that my journey starts in Morocco, passes through Ireland, and after that, you'll have to wait for the next video. After hours in the air, we finally arrived in Dublin. And the first thing I noticed, the weather. Grey skies, cold air, and that calm Irish atmosphere everybody talks about. Dublin Airport immediately felt different. Modern, organized, but somehow still calm. Even though thousands of people pass through here every day, the atmosphere feels surprisingly peaceful. Dublin Airport has a long story. It officially opened in 1940, near Collinstown, just outside Dublin. At first, it was a very small airport compared to today. But over the decades, Ireland became an important connection point between Europe and North America. And because of its location, Dublin slowly transformed into one of the busiest airports in Europe. And today, millions of passengers travel through this airport every single year. And interestingly, many travelers say Dublin Airport feels less stressful than other major international airports. And that's so true. That's what we felt. And here, we decided to explore the airport a little before our next flight. And honestly, airports can feel like small cities. You hear different languages everywhere, different cultures, different stories. One thing I love about airports is realizing how many stories are happening at the same time. Some people are going home. Some are starting new lives. Some are meeting loved ones. And others are chasing adventures. If this is your first time seeing Dublin Airport, one thing you notice immediately is how straightforward everything feels. Clear signs, helpful directions, and plenty of spaces. So the food court is right there. I'll show you how to get there. Nobody enjoys getting lost after a flight, especially when your brain is still somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean. Now, I'm taking you to Terminal 2 to show you the food court and where to go. Here, you'll find the usual airport essentials: coffee, snacks, food, souvenirs, things you suddenly decide you absolutely need 5 minutes before boarding. Now, let's talk about something very important: food. Because every traveler eventually reaches the same conclusion. Sightseeing is great, but eating is also sightseeing. Dublin Airport has a variety of places to grab something to eat, from quick sandwiches and pastries to burgers, coffee shops, and hot meals. Whether you're arriving hungry or waiting for connection, you're not going to starve here. Your wallet, however, that's a different story.
Any cheese?
No cheese, yeah. Thank you. I'll get some lettuce, please. And these four? Yeah, all of them. Oh, only three? Okay. Some jalapeno? Yeah. Yes, and pickles. This is the airport. You go through this. And I'll show you like a free like a free spot where to sleep. We're going to Terminal 1. And it's kind of cold outside. And now, the section everybody secretly wants to know about. Where can you sleep for free? Empty seats. Let's be honest. Airports have two kinds of travelers: those staying at hotels and those trying to turn airport chairs into luxury beds. Dublin Airport has several quieter areas where travelers often rest while waiting for early flights or connections. Are they 5-star accommodations? Absolutely not. Will they save you the price of a hotel for one night? Potentially, yes. The trick is finding a quiet corner, charging your phone, and convincing yourself these chairs are comfortable. The Irish people are so nice, really, literally super nice. They let us sleep here last night. We couldn't get a hotel or a shuttle, it was too late, so we slept here. There's a food court here. You can have some sleep here, but you have to have your boarding pass for the next flight. Otherwise, the police will kick you out. Thanks for joining me on this journey from Rabat to Dublin. If this was your first time seeing Dublin Airport, I hope this little tour helped you feel like you've already been there. And if you visited it before, let me know your favorite spot in the airport, because every traveler sees the same place differently. And that's what makes travel so interesting. See you in the next adventure!